Welcome to A Bed in Bangkok
With two bitches.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Meg.
I'm Joe. How are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, we just had a little bit of stress getting this recording going
Yeah.
because we're obviously not like
We're baby podcasters.
yes, exactly.
And all this technology is hard.
Well, I don't like it. So, anyways, we figured it out and I'm proud of us.
Yes, I'm very proud of us too.
Okay. So, yesterday
Yeah.
I spent the day at the hospital because
Thailand version.
no, it was actually so I went for my annual checkup day before yesterday.
Okay.
Which usually I go to Samitivae. But I thought, why do I keep going there when I live so far away now? And last year it was 30,000 baht, and this year it's gone up to 34,000 baht. And I just thought, like, I pay this out of pocket. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is stupid. So I looked at St. Louis down Saturn, and it was for women 13,000
Oh.
for like this same exact thing, mammogram, like all the stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So I go there. Anyways, they take an X-ray of my lungs. You know how they always do.
Yes.
And there was a spot.
On your lungs?
Well, they weren't sure. It was either on the bones, like the bone, or like the lung. But from the X-ray, they couldn't say 100%.
Yikes.
Yes.
Yikes.
Especially like I've smoked a lot.
Yeah, but not in a minute.
It's been a good long minute. But if you think about the amount of time in my life, the years.
The aggregate amount of smoke in your body.
Especially looking out the window right now.
At the delightful pollution.
And
in
thinking
Bangkok
like,
today.
and so I said, I'm just going to make an appointment for the pulmonologist immediately because like, I'm going to worry and go crazy and all that stuff. So they said I could come in anytime between 8 and 11. And I played tennis, of course, beforehand. And I was like running. And my coach was doing like left, right, you know, all that. And I'm like,
and you're like, I have lung cancer as I inhale all this pollution.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And so, anyways, I went and everything's fine. It's some calcification from when I was sick forever ago. Who knows when? Because she said this isn't a recent sickness. And I don't know why it never came up before, but at least I know I'm in the clear.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but the worst part about the whole, like, that, it was fine. It just was a long day of, like.
And stressful.
Go for a CT scan and then wait until 4 o'clock for the results. And then they're calling me at 2:30. Where are you? I'm like, well, So anyways, all good. But the worst part of the exam is at Samitivae, you can choose EKG or stress test.
Right.
No, they do both. Sorry. At this place, it's EKG or stress test.
Oh, because I never do the stress test. I always do the EKG.
Well, stress test.
Running on that treadmill with a bunch of stuff on me sounds awful. I make my husband do it though.
It is awful. And the worst part about it is.
You did that.
Yeah, it's my second time to do it. But the worst part is you're not wearing a bra. And you're running uphill. And it's just so uncomfortable.
Totally.
And then
I don't know that I would have anything to be uncomfortable about, but I imagine for other people it's hard.
Even if you don't, it's just not.
No, it probably doesn't feel great.
It doesn't feel great at all. And then the nurse had spoken a little bit of Thai with me, like baby Thai, you know, and I spoke back, and then she was like, "Oh, you speak Thai?" They're asking me questions while I'm running uphill in Thai, and I'm like.
Now, see, this to me is the immersion experience that you needed. Go out in the world.
Yes.
Have to be in a stress test.
Yes.
Right? Be thinking about your tits flinging all over the place and
They
trying to
were.
speak Thai.
So the doctor said, your stress test was really good. Your blood pressure got quite high when you reached and I'm thinking, yeah. It was high.
Because I couldn't think of the answer.
Yes, because I was stressing out about how do you say this in Thai.
Yeah.
So anyways, but all good. So made me think about experiences with doctors, hospitals, things like that in Thailand. I want to say this. I feel like I always say the negative stories, but I I am so thankful that, for example, I was able to go and see a pulmonologist.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, isn't that the stuff that's so wild about living here is, all I can compare it to is living in the States. But when you're in America and you go, and first of all, you would not be able to go like have a really deep, comprehensive yearly annual
For 13,000
for
baht.
13, even for 34,000 baht.
Yeah.
Let's be real
Okay,
about that.
that sounds, yeah.
And so you go and you get this examination, and they go, "Oh, great. Okay, you need to go see a pulmonologist. You need to go get an MRI." I've been in, when I go for my annual, and they're like, "You see the gynecologist. I mean,
Yeah.
you see the gynecologist, and you get a mammogram, and you get all this other testing, all in one place in 4 hours."
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen in
and
America.
coupons for a coffee.
Yeah, and you get a coffee, and you get snacks, and sometimes there's food. One time we did it at Bumrungrad, and there was like a spread of food in one of the rooms where you're like when you're waiting, and that shit is nice.
Yeah, okay. I'm not a Bumrungrad fan.
No, Bumrungrad is overpriced, and it's not really my thing hospital wise.
Okay.
But I more just meant like the aesthetic of like the hospitals in Thailand where someone's playing on a grand piano in the lobby.
I know, right?
When you like come in.
Exactly.
You're going, what is happening here?
That's a good point. It's true. It's a nice experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like stressful or anything like that, and everyone's nice. Where I go for electrolysis, the nurses wear roller skates that light up. Not all of them. Some of them have to like
stand still. Where is this, and why have you never told me about this? You're going to like a Sonic Burger to get your electrolysis.
Yeah, so they're wearing like the nurse outfit, the skirt, and the hat, and all that.
This feels like a fetish.
It does, but when you get, it's not as cute. Like it's not,
right.
But anyways, so the nurses that basically go between departments. So let's say they're bringing the prescription somewhere or whatever to this place, they wear rollerblades or roller skates that light up. I have pictures. It's Yanhee Hospital. I don't know where it is. I know I take the MRT for like a long time.
Oh my God.
And get off right there. Yeah, because I can't do the laser hair removal because my hair is too light.
Hard problems.
Thank you for understanding.
I do understand. I want to go to the rollerblading place to get my hair removed. That sounds amazing. You talking about medical experiences and not wanting to focus on the negative, but I will just.
But I have a negative story.
But I do have a negative story, and I will remind you the story of when I went to our mutual knee doctor.
Yes.
And as I walked in and sat down and explained the trouble that I was having with my knee and the pain and the discomfort, and the first thing he said when he looked at me, he said, "Well, you're very fat." And I was like, what would we say? Very?
Yeah.
I mean, certainly. And I was heavier then, but I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, obviously I'm heavier than I'd like to be. And I know that puts pressure on my knee and blah, blah, blah. And he talked about some more things, and he was like, "No, but I mean, you're very fat." And I was like,
wow.
Okay, great. Cool. Well, if we could come up with some ways to try to alleviate the discomfort that I'm feeling, that would be so nice.
And by discomfort that I'm feeling, I mean in this room.
In this moment where you're telling me that I'm very fat. And so then, that I come back 11 days later for my follow-up appointment and sit down and had lost 3 pounds very proudly, like in that, which is hard in a week. And he looked at me and he goes, "You're still very fat." And I was like, "Well, it's been 11 days. I don't know what miracle you thought was going to happen in 11 days."
Yeah.
I was like, I'm 3 pounds down from there. And he was like, I don't know.
Did you ever go back to him?
Well, I'm less fat now, so I probably should. And things did get better on my knees when I was less fat. No, I have not gone back to him. I need to go back to him.
Okay.
Just in general, like to talk about my knees.
Maybe find someone else.
I mean,
he did my surgery really well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not that he's wrong.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess, it's a more, I don't know if it's a fully Western perspective. It's certainly more of an American perspective to have an assumption that a doctor's not going to sit down and just
Call you fat.
Call you fat.
Very fat.
Very fat.
Yeah.
Repeatedly to
Yeah.
your face.
Yeah.
But he's not wrong per se.
He could just have he could
There's
sugarcoat it a little bit.
There's a little
yeah.
bit of a gentle.
Yeah.
There's like a gentleness of saying like, hey, you're heavier than is healthy for what's going on with your knees, and there's a way we could, also, one way we could.
How would he react if someone came in,
or like an actual obese person?
Yes,
I don't want them to have to know the answer to that.
No, I can't even.
But that's the thing here, right?
Yeah,
like it's so part of the culture in a way. It was the same when we lived in China, and you've never experienced this because you're itty bitty, but like when we lived in China, they would. The kids would say things like that to my kid. And they would say, your mom is so fat.
Wow.
And then, she came home like all upset. And I was like, well, I am fat compared to someone who's skinny. And then it gives you a whole conversation about like body image. And I was like, it's not good. It doesn't mean anything. It's like saying your mom is so short. Like it is just a fact.
So I'm not itty bitty in the eyes.
Of the ties?
Yes.
Really?
I went one time
shooketh.
For, I think it was like, work permit or driver's, one of those things where you have to go and do this typical exam.
Yeah.
And I went to a hospital out in Nonthaburi, and I had to change into a robe, and she asked me what size. And I said, I don't know, M? And she closed the locker. Like rolling her eyes, and the locker was XL, and reluctantly opened the M and handed it to me like, good luck. Now keep in mind, this girl was bigger than me, but it's like they see us different. I don't know.
I know. I think they have this assumption that we're just bigger than them. Because also genetically,
I mean, we're bigger boned.
We're bigger boned and we're taller, and the crotch on pants, it isn't just the length, it's like the waist crotch ratio is tinier.
But it doesn't make you feel good. That's for sure.
Yeah, it'll really fuck with your psyche. I tell you what. Oh my God, that's funny.
And the other hospital I went to recently
does not have roller skates.
No, they don't have roller skates, unfortunately. B&H, I think they're too posh for that. I went to the dentist there in December.
Is that Bangkok Hospital?
No, it's B&H.
It's just called B&H?
Yeah, I don't know what it stands for, but it's not Bangkok Hospital.
Okay.
But it's like literally across the street, so I thought I'll go there. I was having a little bit of a gum issue and needed a cleaning anyways, and blah, blah, blah. I swear every 5 minutes she stopped, or less than 5 minutes. So we're going to do this. It's going to cost this. Okay. We're going to do, I need more exercise. We're going to, and in the end, I thought, am I going to have to get up and like go pay first and then come? Like it just didn't feel good at all.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about the good old days when I used to live out in Nonthaburi. And I had the dentist that was not expensive at all. And he sang.
The one in the neighborhood?
Have you been to him?
Oh my God. We went one time. We went once. And so my kid was already like a little like, normal nervousness about going to a new dentist, whatever.
Okay.
And I, did a whole like, it's going to be fine. It's no big deal. Like all the neighborhood kids go here. Like obviously they're used to kids. This is a thing. We walked in to the sound of a child screaming their face off.
Okay. And it wasn't him singing?
No. Okay. It was actual like Little Shop of Horrors, the dentist being masochistically tortured in the other room. And they sat us directly outside that door.
Nice.
And then the door opened at one point, and she looked in, and it was her friend from class. Like with tears streaming down their face.
Did you leave immediately?
No, and I really should have. That was a parent fail. I was like, I'm sure this is...
It's her problem.
Yeah, I'm sure this is all explainable.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is all explainable. So we didn't have an amazing experience, and we never went back.
But was it the dentist that sang?
See, everyone has talked about the dentist who sang, but I had some little old person.
Oh,
old
woman
who dug into my gums like she was excavating for gold.
No. This guy was good.
No, never had that person.
But he sang.
While he was working? What did he sing?
Like pop music, mostly English, but some Thai. But it was either, like, I feel like, I swear it was like a CD player. I mean, whatever it was, old ass iPod or something. He had the playlist down to, like, he knew exactly which song was coming next. Like, so he must do the same routine every single day. And he sings the entire time. Like, girl, like high notes, like everything. And one time I went in, and I wasn't trying to be rude. I just really thought, like, not today, you know? Yeah. So I said, hey, I'm listening to a podcast. Is that okay? Do you mind? And he said, no problem. He cranked that shit up so loud. It was like...
He was like, well, she's not going to listen to it.
He was like, she's going to listen to it.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Yeah. So eventually, I turned the podcast off and listened. It never took that long, and he did a good job. And it was never super expensive. And, I mean, it's an experience. Most people... I think the majority of the world can say they don't go to a dentist that sings.
To a singing dentist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gone to a singing dentist before.
Try it.
Wow.
I mean, it's worth the experience, and he's good. He does a good job.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No. No, after the screaming incident and the little lady who, like...
You never went back.
I never went back.
Okay.
And I made it a point to tell other people not to go.
Okay.
I don't like that place.
Okay. I do, but like I said, I had like only good experience with the guy. So, and it was so convenient to like just drive the scooter over from work and then go back. So it was quite...
Well, but I do think this is such a like lame middle-aged thing to be delighted about in Thailand. But the fact that you can go to the dentist on Sunday...
Okay. Yeah, I don't do that.
Okay, right. But
I don't
have a kid.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a different experience, right? So it's like I can collect husband, I can collect child. We can all go to the dentist together. Nobody has to take any time out of work.
But don't you remember as a kid getting excited about getting to leave school to go to the dentist?
I mean, totally.
You're taking that joy.
I'm a monstrous person.
But the kids also get out all the time here.
Yes, they're never in fucking school.
Yeah.
They have 1,000 holidays.
Or that's early dismissal.
Can I take them all to the dentist as punishment for that?
Yeah, okay, I agree.
And then you go to lunch.
Yeah, okay.
Like drive downtown, all go to the same dentist together, get it all taken care of.
Okay.
And then go out to lunch.
You go downtown?
Yeah.
Wow, do you go to like a swanky place?
I go to Tooth Therapy. Love them. Highly
where
recommend.
Where is that?
Girl, you think I know where anything is. You know where Mama Dolores is?
Yeah, Yanakot.
Across the street from Mama Dolores.
Oh, okay.
It's wonderful.
Okay. That's not far from here.
Oh, it's a great practice.
Okay.
They're so nice. They have pediatric dentists and they have adults.
Okay.
They're the ones that rip my tooth out.
I'm going to try a place down the street, and it's going to be real local, and I'll let you know about that.
Well, I'm going to a fussier, please. I like it, and they're really nice.
So do you usually go to Mama Dolores afterwards?
Do go to Mama Dolores because, you know, like, that pita bread is calling to me.
Oh, my God. That place is good.
That place is good.
Yeah.
And the hummus.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah, me too.
So
Shouldn't we be eating while we do this podcast? That's probably obnoxious. That's probably too
I think
ASMR.
that might be really loud, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to a new Botox place. It's not a new place, but a new place for me on... I don't know, I scheduled it for next week because
What happened to that lady you were going to?
She mutilated my fucking face.
Oh.
She stabbed me so hard with the needle, and I just got like...
You're getting like trauma goosebumps thinking about it?
It was so hard, and it was so obvious. Like, the ice went on immediately, and then she was telling the girl, like, keep the ice there. And she said...
Where did she stab you hard? Like, cheek or here?
Right here.
By the eye? That's really scary.
And it was fine. I mean, I knew it was going to be fine, but she said, so you might have a little bruising, maybe a week. 3 fucking weeks. I had a spot, and we went to Germany like maybe 3 days afterwards. And of course, there everyone's like, "What happened to your face? What happened to your face?" Like, it was so really at least 3 weeks, and then it was still kind of faint.
Ooh, was it tender too?
No, I don't remember. I mean, I don't wear makeup, so I never really like
touch your face
like that. Like on the shot, it didn't bother me or whatever by washing it, but it was just. It's just, I've had too many bruises too many times, and I am always the only person there, and yet I have to wait forever. So I just thought like, it's Ekamai. Like I don't go to Ekamai.
Yeah,
so
you're going just for that.
Exactly. And I thought I'm going to try somewhere else. And my friend goes to a place and she said it's like 2,500 baht for basically like the face, which I don't know because I only do half and I think my friend does too. So like maybe if you do the full thing, I really don't know, but I'll find out and I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
Because I need something closer and someone that doesn't stab me in the face. And
well, that's like that lady that I went to for laser hair removal.
I was thinking about that.
My coochie.
I was thinking, and I didn't want to say it in case you didn't.
It. Yeah. No, my God. And I was like, what? Remember when I came into class and I was like, so my coochie got burned.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, lady?
Did you ever, you had like still some sessions left?
Yeah, just stopped going.
Okay, all right.
I like had a session and I canceled it. Like we had auto set it up just out of the rote habit of me being there. Mm-hmm. And then went home and discovered that I was all like bruised and burned.
But also there, she knew.
Oh, she totally knew because she was panicked and they started icing me like crazy. And she was like, oh, you might have a little bit of bruising and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay. That had never happened. Mm-hmm. And it was never hot. She was always checking and be like, is it hot? And I was like, no, it's fine. Like we did the laser, whatever. But then when I looked at it and it was like clearly all burned, all down the sides of my legs and everything, I thought she really screwed this up and she didn't follow up or anything.
And that's the problem.
And I knew she knew.
Exactly.
She never followed up to be like, you still have sessions. Are you not coming in?
Yeah.
Just because she knew.
Yeah, exactly. But I find that so messed up. Just own it. And say, hey, sorry, whatever, and let's get some medicine. But
that's the Thai thing, right? It's like everybody has to save face. I can get in trouble for telling people, or like, I would happily write a bad review because I never had a good experience with her the entire time, and I wish I'd never bought a package.
I wish I had never recommended her to like everyone.
Well, you weren't even the only one that recommended her to me.
No, I did say I wouldn't go to her for like Botox and stuff because the one time she did, I needed a quick fix before flying, and then I could tell there was a problem there as well, and she was like, I think it's okay.
Yeah, that's how she always is. She goes, I think it's okay.
And I was like, what do you?
Is it okay?
Yeah, and she's like, no, I think it'll be. And just waiting for like the droopy eye or whatever can go wrong. And luckily it didn't happen. It was okay. But yeah, she definitely knew in that situation, we have a problem.
Yes. And so that's the problem is like, I wish that I could write and say, this is my experience.
Yes.
And this is why I didn't think it was great.
But you can't do that here, can you?
No, you can get in legal trouble.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
That's the whole thing. That's really tricky. I think that people that visit, it doesn't matter because they're leaving the country.
If they're,
But if you live here, you can get in real trouble for writing a negative review or statement about a business. That's why it's like I always have to take a positive review with a grain of salt.
Okay.
More than I would in other places.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
It's very rare to find something negative about places.
Yeah. Maybe it should be seen as like if there are a lot of positive reviews, then it's good. There's a doctor here. I won't say anything that whatever, but on like the, different things like the expats women's pages, things like that on Facebook, you cannot mention this person.
Really?
It will be, I think if it's negative, maybe you can, but if it's like anything, this person seems to have upset many of people. Yes.
So if the name comes up, like,
it'll be deleted or it'll be like really talked badly about. And what's interesting is I know someone personally that had horrible experience with this doctor.
What kind of doctor?
I think like a general, I think everything. So,
okay.
So I know because this doctor was located close to where we used to live, not but where we had an apartment. I had heard from someone, do not go there no matter what. And then one of my customers had said that she went there for some type of, I want to say like Botox but also they did threading or something like
thing,
that.
that like facelifty thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she
that thing is
actually.
weird.
I don't think it's a good idea, but
Yeah, but
I don't.
anyway.
I don't think she did that, but she said they had that there.
Sure. Oh, sure.
So I got on the website of this doctor, and the first thing that pops up is like, we do STD testing. We will come to your hotel room.
Oh.
And I was like, wow.
Know thy market. Know thy market. Okay.
So yeah, that was for me enough to be like, okay, like
not my vibe.
Yeah, exactly. But I think
you should have sent them to Patong Beach in Phuket because they make a mint.
I think that they have enough business. I think
there was a lot of STD testing places.
Yeah, I think that they're doing just fine.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that's
yeah,
true.
so but I would be curious. I need to see if there are negative reviews about this doctor, because how does that work? And
oh yeah, I wonder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would say this, like, many of people know who this person is and have a problem, and so yeah, I don't know how that, maybe on Reddit.
Do people write? I mean, I guess people do. I don't go on Reddit.
I don't either.
I go on Reddit for like the most random questions
about reality shows. What ended up happening to
interesting
whatever.
That's not what I'm going on for. But now that I know, I could be utilizing this as a resource.
Yeah. I have, time on my hands. So.
Yeah. No, I find it's helpful for like when I do want to get sort of a community answer to something. Like I was looking up something the other day about something involving swimming and kids and needing a question, and like I was Googling and it linked me to a bunch of different Reddit forums, and I was like, oh, this is really helpful because it's just people talking.
Yeah.
And then my kid came in and saw me on Reddit and said, Reddit is dangerous.
I hear like
I was
people
like,
are
not this forum.
People are really negative on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think like all things on the internet, they're loaded with bots and trolls and shitty people. And
well, I'm gonna look this one up then. Now that I'm thinking about it,
and I think we need to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very curious,
but not here because we don't want to get in trouble.
We don't want to get sued.
All right. So, anyways, I'll let you know next week the new Botox place.
Yeah.
How it is and all that stuff.
And then you have to show me pictures of the roller skating.
Oh, yeah. I will do that.
See that.
I can post it on our Instagram as well.
I think that would be good. That could be our first picture on the Instagram.
It's not bad. Exactly.
Nurses.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. So I think we're done for now, right?
Yeah, babe.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Okay, bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.